The craziest couples ever.
I'm single because I don't want to end up with everybody. I'm not single because there are no men flocking around me.
What's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and let's show out some more clips of the craziest couples I can find. And look, the very clip will be at the end, guys, so make sure to stay tuned all the way till then to find it. But in this first one, it is definitely not good either. We have this grown woman over here. She's actually breaking down crying, saying that since she's overly confident that she's unable to find a good man. And I'm thinking she's getting confused with confidence with, I guess, high expectations. But you guys let me know in the comments.
I've had a lot of people in my life tell me that my biggest downfall is that I'm just too much to handle. And I let a complete stranger almost convince me that everybody's right. I stood up for myself today, and I had to, because I let a man make me feel inferior. I let a man make me feel guilty for me knowing more than him. And I had to stand up for myself. And then now that I think about it, I'm like, should I have done that? Have I just dug myself a hole? Am I too confident?
And this next we have this woman over here. I guess the engagement is actually over because her man decides to bring up the topic of a prenup. I don't know why men wait till this till the end. Do they think that somehow she's gonna say yes to this since they waited this entire time? I'm gonna be honest, I think that's pretty stupid. I would have brought this up probably in the beginning. He was absolutely loyal. He did the absolute right thing in front of his girlfriend. And this next one, we have this man over here who's being absolutely realistic. Basically, he's saying why he pays for the date. Let's just all be honest here. A woman will not take you seriously unless you do so. And this is just something men have to just deal with. And we shouldn't be just complaining about it.
A deal breaker if you're on a first date with a girl, but she doesn't offer to split the bill with you at the end?
It's not a deal breaker. It's kind of what's expected.
Expected, like, for you to pay? Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
It's kind of the standard that society set.
So you wish it was different. You wish it was more like 50-50.
I don't really care.
Now, on the topic of, I guess, paying for the dates, I guess we have this girl over here who actually says the person who initiates the date is the one who should be paying. But without her actually realizing she never even initiated a date in her life.
You said whoever asks should pay. If you had to, like, give it a range, how many first dates have you been on?
I've been dating since I was like 15.
Sure, yeah.
It was 15 years ago. So maybe like 100.
Of those 100, let's say, how many of those did you initiate?
I don't think I've ever initiated a first date or like the first time hanging out with somebody.
So just to bring it back to the who should pay thing, you said that whoever asks should pay. However, of the 100 first dates or whatever you want to call them that you've been on, you've not initiated any of those. Ergo, the guy should pay.
And this next, I'm not sure what's going on here. I do expect these women should be acting like this. Like, I don't want women to be randomly shaking men's hands for no reason. I'm not sure what the point of this video is. I feel like it's pretty stupid. These girls acted completely correct.
Difference.
And this next we have this girls over here. I guess they're sharing their flawless behavior. I don't know why they share these things on the internet. It's actually pretty embarrassing and so stupid.
First hookup story.
One time, a guy spit in my face and then slapped me.
What?
And I was low-key speechless.
And you left.
No, I didn't leave.
If somebody slapped me in the face and spit on me, I would be turned out.
Me personally, I would leave. I was just so surprised I couldn't even like react to it.
Was he
like,
role playing?
No, he was just crazy.
He was crazy. What happened to the guy?
I hooked up with him after again.
And this next we have a woman over here who is 35 and I guess still single, and she goes on to give advice about what to say when people bring up the topic of marriage. She ends up giving advice that's absolutely stupid, pretty much portraying herself as a woman who likes to sleep around with a bunch of guys. I would never take this advice. This is horrible.
Trick that I do when family members just ask me if I'm single or what I'm doing in my life, like, oh my god, you're 37, like, aren't you worried? I just say, oh my god, I'm dating a lot of people, I'm having so much fun. And then they get kind of weirded out that you're so happy and excited about it. And then you're like, yeah, and I'm really enjoying work and like things are just going great. Being happy about your life makes it harder for someone to bring you down, at least in person.
And this next we have this man over here. He ends up talking about how older women usually say they're now a different person due to the fact that they just have different options. I shouldn't even say different options. I should just say less options. They're not the same women they used to be. And instead of taking advantage of it when they were younger, they decide to waste all their options and I guess just party and waste time.
Now they're aged out. They've hit the wall. Now, oh, I'm a nice person. Yeah. Of course you are now because your options are gone.
And she said to me, what do you think I should do? Should I just focus on school? Should I start looking for my husband? I'm thinking about my future. And I told her, I said, listen, keep your head down, focus on your work. But if you get an offer to get some coffee, go out for some tea, go for a date, take the date. You need to keep that in your focus too, because the options are different when you're young.
And this next one, I don't like this video, to be honest. This guy decides to share that if you hit up a bunch of girls, at least 1 or 2 will respond. And this is how you should be hitting up a bunch of girls. I think it's pretty stupid wasting all your time and energy on hitting up girls trying to get them. If you focus on yourself, girls will come to you, trust me.
Listen, the key to Riz is persistence. Persistence. Say it with me. Persistence. I sent 20 DMs today before I got 1 response. You feel me? And guess what? The one who responded, she was my favorite one. She was my favorite one. We lock in. It's a numbers game. You can't be afraid to miss. Look at all these misses.
And this next we have this girl over here who ends up saying she refuses to call boys men until she ends up meeting one. And I guess she's like pretty old and never even got to find a man yet. And in my head, I'm like, you're this old and never even got to see a man? Maybe the problem is with you.
This video is for anyone that is upset over a boy right now. I say boy, I refuse to say man until I actually meet one. And also, if you are in a relationship, keep scrolling, come back in a couple months. If you are upset over a boy right now, he hasn't texted you back, you're being ghosted, you are fresh out of a relationship, you're feeling like it's the end of the world, no one's ever gonna love you again, you're gonna be alone forever. Remember how you felt about the guy before him, and the guy before him, and the guy before him? I think we all know that 1, they always come back, and 2, there's gonna be another one, and another one, and another one.
And this next we have this girl over here confused where all the good men are. But in my head, I'm like, you're just looking at all the wrong places. They're not going to be at bars. They're not going to be at the clubs. They're not going to be doing stupid things. They're going to be focusing on themselves. So if you really want to, go to a gym or a library. I'm sure you'll find a lot.
Oh, where are you? What are you? They're doing their own thing, hanging out with their bros, playing video games. They're considered the nice guys. They're considered friend material. They're considered not your type. Maybe look at some of those men you've previously overlooked. See if they share any qualities. Maybe you need to change up who you're dating, and you'll have better results.
And this next we have these women over here, and this better be a complete joke because this is absolutely stupid. Pretty much saying that men only waste their money on useless things like the club and other girls when their money should be given to them because they deserve it and they should be, I don't know, entitled for it.
Men shouldn't have bank accounts. They can't be trusted. They're buying clothes, they're buying watches, they're buying cars. And look, they don't deserve it. We should have control of all the money, all the riches, all of it. It's ours. Agreed, ladies? Word.
All he's gonna do with this bank account and the money sitting in there as it piles up, he's just gonna think about going to the strip club and spending it on the strippers. That's all he's gonna use it for, so he's not gonna use it for anything good, so he doesn't need it.
Sorry, it's ours. We have full control.
And this next we have someone over here who actually went to Thailand to find something pretty interesting. I guess a bunch of average white dudes end up with really beautiful Thai women due to the fact that at least the women there appreciate them, but in my head I'm like, it's definitely because you're giving them a passport. But I guess a win is a win, right?
Honestly, the amount of white dudes with Thai women that are waiting to board international flights, it's an absurdity. It is crazy. Like, half of the couples in this airport right now are beautiful Thai women with super basic white dudes.
And this next we have someone over here, I guess, goes on to explain the number one thing she hears from men. And to be honest, this is actually pretty damn harsh, I'm not gonna lie. And this is only given to the women who have really high expectations. I've never heard a man say this to a woman with low expectations. It just doesn't happen.
I know I'm probably gonna die alone. In fact, that happens to be one of the #1 insults that I hear from men on this app who feel insulted by my content, who feel insulted when I have messages such as, I will not settle. My grandmother is 85 years old. She got married when she was 20. By the time she was 25, she realized she had settled for an abusive man. She thought she was in love with him. She stayed with him. 30 years after that, No, I'm sorry. 40 years after that, I remember I was at her 40th wedding anniversary. She told me if she would have known then what she knew now, she never would have married him.
And this next one, I guess we have this woman over here going on to explain the red flags within men. These are absolutely stupid. You can tell that they're the red flags.
The biggest ick in a guy.
If they all get like ditched by their friends. I know, dry snaps. When they get hit by a wave at the beach.
I don't know how to swim, so I wouldn't know.
Wait, no, go Kayla. When they're a guy. Biggest ick in a guy. Small feet.
Being 5 foot tall, biggest ick. If you're not over 6 foot.
And this section, the guy brings up a very valid point, pretty much about the double standards of what women are allowed to say and what men are allowed to say. I 100% agree with him. It's not fair at all.
Why is it in 2023 women can openly say they don't want to date a man that's not over 6 foot? Don't want to date a man if his Corey's not 10 inches. Don't want to date a man unless he's loaded. Don't want to date a man unless he's got gym bod and tattoos. But if a man turns around and dares say that he don't want to date a woman with a high body count, he's a scumbag, he's a immature, pathetic. Why is that? Someone please explain.
In this section, we have this woman over here. I actually do feel so bad for her. This is not how you handle dates correctly, guys. These are what low-valued men do. I don't want you guys to look up to these men saying what he did is correct. This is so stupid. You look insecure. You look like you have nothing going for yourself, and you look super desperate.
I really appreciate it. Should I cover my half or?
No, I got you.
You sure? Oh, thank you so much. It was delicious. But I'm going to probably head up because it's late. And I have to get up early in the morning, so.
Well, can I walk you to your room?
I don't know if they allow if you're not staying in the room. It'd just be easier if you. But I appreciate dinner, and I
get it.
No, it's not like that.
I get it.
No, it
It's
seriously
all right.
isn't. No, I mean, I don't.
Man pays for dinner. And
I don't on the first date, and I feel like you've been kind of like.
Who said
You've been acting like it this entire time, like.
All right. You just wanted a free meal.
No,
Understood.
no. First off, I
Understood.
have no problem paying for my own bill to
okay.
avoid something like this.
Well, then go for it. Do it. Fuck it.
Are you serious right now?
Yep. Just do it. Pay for your own bill.
You're an asshole. Like, I have no problem.
And this is absolutely funny. I really just wanted to add in this clip. This kid is definitely getting his butt beat.
Let's go. LeBron.
James.
Chris.
Paul.
Travis.
Scott.
Justin.
Timberlake.
Mia. Give me your tablet right now.
Oh, God. It's on you tonight. Yeah.
In this text, I guess we have this woman over here. She's a single mother because you can hear actually kids in the background if you listen correctly. Now, guys, the crazy part about this video is she has such high expectations, and she is saying she's not lowering her expectations for men who don't fit her standards. Now, in my head, I'm like, what kind of standards do you have? You're a single mother, and not to be mean or anything, but your dating pool is going to be a lot less due to the fact that men just don't want single mothers, and she doesn't realize that. What else could you bring to a table that another woman can't?
Why am I still single? Because I have choice. Because I have priorities. Because I know what I want. Because I have built myself to a certain level not to appreciate and accept rubbish. Because I've put in so much in myself to be damaged. Why am I still single? I'm still single because I don't want to accept rubbish like you. I'm still single because I don't want to be abused like you. I'm still single because I don't want to be moved by society. I'm still single because I don't want to be moved by your projection of she never marry, she never marry. I'm not single because there are no men flocking around me. I'm single because I don't want to end up with everybody. I am single because I want to take my time. I am single because I'm an intentional woman. I am single because I understand that when I'm alone, I can be more productive than when I'm with an idiot. I am single because I have put in so much in my self-development, and I understand that when I bring an idiot into my life, he is going to damage everything I have taken my time to build.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.